Hi, this is Damla Aktekin with A Drop of Om. I want to talk to you about resistance, and in specific terms, resistance to healing. The way that it shows up in my one-on-one private work is that, and in other group work that I hold, is that the people who come to me come in thinking that they're ready, willing, and able to do the healing work. However, there's resistance, there is apprehension. Something in you does not want to change. There is often fear, and a lot of the times there are two types of fears. There's one, fear of being vulnerable, because you are not quite sure what will come out. You are not quite sure what will come out to the surface when we get together. And because I'm an intuitive empath, that can be scary for some people. And the second way this comes out is resistance to change, resistance to transforming something and your life changing or you changing in some unknown, scary way, which is usually when that change happens and transformation happens. That's what we're looking for, right? That's what you're here for, to work with me, because that's the desired outcome. And there's usually a beautiful bundle of relief, expansion, openness, evolution in that transformation. And resistance can show up as different ways. It can be that you just have added busyness coming into your life, so you miss a session. You are meaning to schedule your next session, but again, something comes up, you're distracted. You schedule your session, we have the session, and then you think and realize, oh, this is maybe not working. I don't know if I am doing this right. I don't know if Damla is doing this right. There's something wrong here. Something is not working. So sort of a mistrust of the process or mistrust of the healer. I can tell you that this is all different facets of fear. It's just fear. It's doubt. It's hesitancy. It's apprehension. It's resisting change. It's all happening in the name of fear. It could also be that you come and experience the session and you're like, oh, I'm not doing this right, I'm not feeling it in the way I'm supposed to, and all that stuff. So all of this is just fear making herself known to you. So from my point of view, I am the constant here. Even though I'm a changing, evolving quantum being, what I do from client to client, other than sort of adapting my words to a way that makes most sense to you, what I do is the same. I'm an energetic wound healer. I come in with the intention to hold healing space with you. I come in to coach you through exploring your wounded spaces. That's my job. And then your reaction is yours. Your reaction, whether it is to say, Damla, you're doing an amazing job, and so on, or whether it's saying, Damla, this is not working, what's happening, or why are you doing this wrong? That's all you and yours. It's all you and yours. But what I need to tell you is that stuff will come up before you schedule your session with me, during our time together, whether it's one session or 3 to 5 to 10 sessions, and all the time in between, stuff will come up. And after, stuff will continue to come up. I can create a loving, healing container for you during our 1 hour together. But then it's your job to calm down your nervous system and deal with the fear that's coming up. And hence deal with the resistance. Because whether this resistance is small or big, it's there. And it's there for a reason. It's like the gatekeeper. And in my experience, the bigger the resistance, the more healing potential you and I have together for co-creating. So I welcome resistance. I welcome resistance without judgment, without labeling, without assigning blame. It's part of the process. And my job is to hold that container for you in the hour that we're together. And then the other recommendation I have is I have a beautiful EFT tapping meditation called Allowing Life to Flow EFT tapping, which you can practice before, during, and after our work together to calm down the limbic system who is trying to protect you from something unknown, and keep saying to yourself, I am allowing this emotion. I am allowing this experience, however it comes up, because I have, as a healer, no control over this. I have no control over how the session will play itself out for you. That's all for you to hear, feel, sense, and notice, and be with and allow it. And to me, that's the beauty of the process. It's new and exciting and all like a miracle every single time I work with a client. So if you are a client of mine, or if you're thinking of becoming a client, or let's say that you're on a healing journey and you're experiencing resistance or fear to change, to being vulnerable, to not doing to doing it right, or not doing it right, just stay with it, breathe with it, use the Allowing Life to Flow EFT, emotional freedom technique, tapping meditation, which is designed for this. It's 20 minutes. It takes your system 15 minutes to switch from sympathetic to parasympathetic, or from fight or flight to rest and digest mode. And if you do this, the process is going to become pleasurable. You'll get to experience layer after layer of your inner workings. You will find the hidden gifts. You will begin to get to the nectar as we work together. And if you don't do this, I can tell you it's going to be uncomfortable. I can tell you there will be a lot of emotions, flashbacks. I can tell you that you will want to quit at some point, which would be a really, it's disappointing for me to see someone quit just because of the resistance. Because resistance, I just want to shout out, is part of the process. So please trust yourself and your system. Your system knows what it needs. If it's drawn to you, if she or he, your system is drawn to my work and this type of healing, there's a reason for that. So listen to that and trust that intuition. And maybe part of that is just discovering, Damla, your process, I tried it once, it doesn't work for me. By all means, great. I don't claim to be the healer for every single person. In fact, which is why I have a podcast called Conversations with Healers, so you can discover a wide variety of healing techniques and healing resources and people. But I want you to be really clear and honest that that decision is coming from your authentic self and not from fear and resistance. So I'm going to leave you with this. And I feel like this is one video that I will now share with each and every new client of mine, because it's really important to recognize you are responsible for taking care of this container, bringing it to a coherent, grounded level, so that we can then go into that container and find what's not working and take it out, take those stones out and say, this is belonging here. This doesn't belong. Let's change it, or let's put it somewhere else where you can see it. You can take care of it a little easier. So that's the deeper work. That's the the root cause work, that's the inner child work, that's the ancestral healing work, however you want to call it. It's the same. It's the energetic wound healing work that I'm passionate about and I'm really good at in coaching and assisting and guiding people at. So I hope that you consider this idea of allowing resistance to be a part of the process and taking care of the resistance through daily EFT tapping, or however, whatever other spiritual practice you have. Maybe you have a practice of meditation, maybe you have a practice of going out in nature, but know that as you enter into a healing exploration journey with me, you will need to be mindful of your resistance, and you will need to tend to your nervous system so that your resistance is minimized and we can dive deeper within the safety of your body to heal those wounds. Let's heal those wounds. That's what this is all about. Thank you for listening, and I applaud you for being here. I applaud you for taking a step to heal your wounds, because you healing your wounds heals everybody on this planet and beyond. Thank you so, so much.